what is on the grapevine is the fact that, Rohit Sharma, as Shane and you agreed that, may not be retained by Mumbai Indians. So, when you're talking about Rohit Sharma going elsewhere, there have been talks. It's also on the grapevine that, for example, it's probable and possible that, Rohit and Virat, they join hands at RCB. Is that possible?
I think that's just fantasy at this point, because there's two teams that have been definitely linked with Rohit. One was Delhi Capitals in the year 2020, this year only, earlier this year, when Hardik's return was made imminent. Delhi Capitals were one team that were convincingly linked with trying to sign Rohit. They were rebuffed. They said very clearly, MI said no. Another team who have been very strongly linked, Punjab Kings. I mean, do I see an RCB thing being out of the ordinary? I mean, not really, but I don't see it being as feasible as a lot of people would like to think. I think it's likelier he goes to one of these franchises who would actually have the money. RCB also, a lot of people say that, they have, they are a bit of a banter franchise in that regard, but the last 2-3 years, they've had a very solid core. I don't think they'd want to break that core up, and I don't think that they would necessarily go the way of a Rohit Sharma. I don't think so. The teams that will go will be those that are very desperate for an IPL, and more importantly, very desperate for eyeballs. For eyeballs. A Punjab Kings are probably one of the more derided franchises. DC probably don't have as much of a fan base as they should. RCB, despite their lack of glory, a very dedicated fan base.
See, actually, I'd like to call it, I know there's a lot of speculation about Rohit Sharma. I don't see him going away from Mumbai. Ooh. I'll tell you the reason why. Because last year he was the T20 captain. He got removed at a very long time, right? Because we were still, the loss of the World Cup still hadn't sunk in. Right, that is when Rohit Sharma was removed from the captaincy. Now see what has happened. He is no more the captain of the Indian T20 team. He has retired from the setup, and during the World Cup he seemed to gel fine with Hardik. So I think they put their differences aside till the time India won the T20 World Cup. So I feel Rohit will just go out for Mumbai and play, express himself how he did in this Test match.
Which means he's comfortable playing under Hardik's leadership as well.
That would be interesting to watch.
I think because he is no more the captain of the Indian team, right? He has that monkey off his back.
So I get your point. Who are the players? RCB, who are the players they would like to retain?
I don't see them retaining anybody else apart from Virat and a Siraj.
Virat has become like this Lionel Messi figure at Camp Nou.
He'll play for RCB for, whatever time he likes to play the IPL. So I think they'll just go for Virat and they'll just go for, Siraj. Apart from that, I don't see them because Faf du Plessis is already on his way out. He's an aging captain.
But do you think they're going to release Faf du Plessis?
It depends
on because one, he's a captain, then two, he also gets among the runs, gets you off to good starts.
He has the experience. His batting in recent seasons has been found wanting at times. He had one good year. And by the way, one player who I think they will retain is a Maxwell. He's maverick, sure, but he wins you games when he does go crazy. So I think he's another one. I think they'll let go of a Faf. I have a funny feeling. I have no idea why, but I do think that they've probably not seen the kind of returns they expected from him. There is, of course, a rebuild required at that side. Don't forget, there's no Dinesh Karthik. He has stepped away from, cricket
and as a whole. When you're at the mega auction, when you're picking players, you're looking at 3-4 seasons down the line, right?
100%.
It's 3 seasons down the line.
3 seasons down the line. So obviously, Faf du Plessis does not fall into your scheme of things.
Not at all.
So in that case, they'll have to get a captain. So that's their biggest worry.
So that is where does Rohit Sharma come in?
No, I think it's fanciful thinking. I don't think that will happen. I think quite likely you'll see them go, shopping for a captain. Of course, that goes without saying because they don't have one. They haven't retained. There's been no noise whatsoever about them retaining Faf. So I don't think that's happening. But I think they'll probably get someone as a captaincy candidate and then build the team around him. We know for a fact that Kohli is not going to captain again. He, remember, voluntarily stepped away from RCB captaincy. He was never removed. So he wanted to step away. I don't think he'll captain, but they could very well get a captaincy candidate. And that's true for a lot of teams.